should be good. I'm just gonna... Okay, that might be a bit too... Okay, yeah, first of all, Winamp broke, which is what I use for music, so I have to use, so my backup is VLC, which thankfully I was able to import the playlist from, which I spent probably which I actually spent a significant amount of time putting together. So we're all good. Anyway, I'm gonna put that bang over here. What I'm doing today is I am working on a character for an unannounced project. Because I need to get her design done anyway, so why not do it now? Why not do it on stream so I can maybe give you all a look into my character design process. I feel like that's a bit too loud. So yeah, to give some backstory on this character, in the universe she's from, she's a in-game, the universe she's from, I'm gonna create another new window. And put my sketches here. Like I was saying, the universe she's from, she is she's a game character in that universe's equivalent of the Legend of Zelda series, basically big video game franchise that defined the action adventure genre. So that's why I have all like the main Twilight Princess characters over here, because I'm kind of basing her off of a three-way combination between Link, Midna, and Zelda. Plus a bit of my own flair, or because I want it to stand out and not just be, oh, here's a fun reference. So yeah. And I just realized, oh, you can all see my, realized that my hand is in the mic in the way of the webcam, so let's see if we can fix that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So like what I have down here are just some like quick thumbnail sketches I did of various interpretations of the idea, which is how you're supposed to do character design, and it genuinely helps. Yeah, I had some of this crossover Scooby-Doo with FNAF, and now I want to see Scooby-Doo monsters Sonic.exe, but he's just a dude at a Hold on, I think there's they actually, like, if I'm remembering correctly, they did a special that basically was that, like, Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase. Hold on. The internet is being slow. Yeah. This is basically what happened. This movie is basically the idea of sentient computer virus, which is what Sonic.exe basically is. And it's fun. I think this was one of my earliest introductions to Scooby-Doo as a whole. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I remember it being good. Something I notice I do a lot is I always draw characters facing. Okay, where am I? Facing this way. Like 3/4 view from the right side. Maybe it's just because I'm left-handed. I have to pull up this music a bit. Yeah, I genuinely think Midna has a really cool design, like the Twilight, whatever like fantasy race she's supposed to be. I cannot pronounce their names. I genuinely like the whole like the black and is like teal. Is this teal like where? Oh, I don't have my fill tools. Yeah, I guess sky blue. Like that whole aesthetic, like color scheme is cool, and I'm like kind of like with this character. I'm actually like, first of all, her name is Nelda. I'm gonna become like because I took the concept that. Like, I took the concept of Link, basically. Like, his whole, like, the reason he's named Link, I read this a while ago, is he brings people together. So I need to find a synonym that could be used for. Okay, so I'm gonna I know I keep like, there's so many tangents here. and I have none of this written down, so it's all in my head. But essentially, this game series, this fictional game series is like I said, like the universe, like this my universe's version of the Legend of Zelda, which is like just like tremendously influential action adventure. And like, and I'm like, Tether could be a good in it. I'm gonna write that down actually. Where are my notes? What layer do I have my notes on? Select layer. But be like, I'm limiting myself to like, in terms of inspiration, I'm limiting myself to just basic things like action adventure game with a main character whose name is a synonym for or tie and linking. And like, I don't want to like, I don't want to say too much about it because it's like almost none of it is set in stone because I'm terrible at writing things down. What? No. Okay. Where did I put? All right. This here, main sketch. There we go. And we're on the right layer. Yeah, basically some things that are just like definitively set in stone for her character is, I took a like, of the stuff that is like just like visible, she is left-handed because basically because I'm left-handed and I don't feel like, I don't think we see, I don't know how common being left-handed is, but I know it's not super common. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, my brain goes in all sorts of somewhat amazing and not so amazing places. And I decided, like Melda here is would like for all intents and purposes, she is an elf, like the Hylians are, for all intents and purposes. Or would you okay? What, I get that, like, then it's supposed to be like an imp, but would you consider like the Twilight people like dark elves? So yeah, is doing like, that's her, for all intents and purposes, her, she is a like dark elf, but not the yeah, I completely blanked there, and I think these ears are not the same height. That's okay, that was weird. So I need to like clean up this sketch. Yeah, like something I don't think gets talked about enough in like the art space is just cleaning up sketches. Because if you at least for me, I have a hard time looking. Yeah. Yeah, I do like I do. Yeah, yes. I don't think we get a lot of like personality in like a lot of villain minions don't have a lot of are basically just walking XP bags. It's for the heroes to defeat. If that because I feel like you could have some interesting dynamics if with a villain and his or her like vassals, like what like outside of mind control, why do they work for Murder McMurderson? Another like art tip I picked up and figured this out around the same time, like how to easily map out the space for the eyes. Just draw more lines. Of course, I still think I draw them a bit too close together. Yeah. Oh, you're behind by 2 minutes. Is the stream like hyper delayed for y'all? I have her like true form here as well. I think I saw a post about this a while ago. Like, even though I haven't played Twilight Princess, I've seen RT Games playthrough, and I know relatively what Midna's personality is. I saw a post a while ago that said, she just changed form. She was like the headcanon is she was always just the way she is. She just like the only thing Zant did was make her shorter. I think I draw faces I draw faces weirdly, I've noticed. Like the eye, I always draw eyes. I draw eyes weirdly, I've noticed. Like they're always like, I just naturally want to make the eyes big for some reason. Like that doesn't really lend itself well to animation, like 3D animation. Because of the way yeah. So I actually drew them like kind of correctly scaled in terms of like just the width to angle ratio. Just gonna clean up my chicken scratch for a second. This, I think, needs to be close. Maybe I need to move the nose. Okay, yeah, that works. That worked way better. Can I... So yeah, like I don't want to directly copy like that, so but I'm like, this is kind of like the style, like Twilight Princess is the main inspiration for the, so I'm going to see what this needs to be way. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to figure out the eyes. Because like I always draw like super, like I always draw, okay, over here. I always draw eyes like this. Like just super wide cartoony eyes. And while that works, I kind of want a more realistic, want to do something a bit more realistic. Of course I say that and like it was I mean, why did that, okay. Why did that help a lot? just bunch of it. Yes. Like I draw the head, like I figured out, like I found that I like to draw the head first and it helps inform the rest of the body, which inevitably I draw too small, so I have to scale the head down. So let's draw the that at least gives me like that at least tells me where I am. I do think maybe the eyes should be up like this is the eyebrow line. So that should be like that. Okay, we're gonna pull this to my apparently like this is a, because like something I literally just noted. Okay, must have been okay. I thought I was onto something. Like so they're like. Oh, that is lopsided. Good. Maybe just draw ovals and then draw eyelids. Draw eyelids on the ovals. So like this is like see, like the hard part is I don't like I'm new to this like style of like doing something new is hard because I don't know what I'm doing. Although I think the scale of the originals was fine, just the shape was the problem. It's getting there. And now I can give her eyelashes. Like eyelashes that don't just float on the side of her head, that just don't float on the outline of her eye. There, that at least doesn't look awful. There. There we go. So now I need to fix this. Yeah, they like introduced a leaderboard. I don't like I'm new. I didn't like I've seen nothing about it. I guess they don't follow the YouTube creators channel that closely. I don't know what the XP thing is. I guess it's just like it's just a way. I guess it's just a thing to incentivize more. Just I guess it's just a way to incentivize people to chat in live streams more. Because this isn't like a toggleable feature I turned on. It just appeared. Like this isn't like it just appeared, and I'm like, okay, that's neat. I just need to clean up the rest of this. Oh, well. Okay, there's the stream for a half hour, and this is all we have. Great. And that I'm gonna draw the I'll try thinning out like this cheek bump a bit. Let's make it look less like cartoony. Maybe just make them. I need to make the nose smaller and bring it down. Oh, there we go. To curve this in. There. Alright, we'll just add it. Temporary, like just a very light circle for where the neck actually no, just line. For where the and now comes the fun part of just trying to guess where the neckline is. So I think I could probably angle this. Alright, yeah. And like I get to try. I've seen a few like professional artists like just instead of doing like just a box or whatever, draw out the general, like just shapes of the skeleton. And I've wanted to try that, and I now have an excuse to do that. Like, there's the rib cage. And here's something that's worked out for me with the whole, like, trying to proportion. Like, in theory, characters should be around, like, realistically proportioned characters should be around 7 heads tall. And I need to make a, yep. To make this small. Okay, I need to do a better job of drawing circles. I've noticed I have a lean. Like my everything I draw leans slightly this way. I'll make it more, let's see if I can make it more obvious. Let's see. Maybe if I... Maybe. Okay, yeah, I just need to draw at an angle. I just need to draw at an angle. It's probably like a better way to raise my, like, line confidence, I think it is. But, like, I'm not doing that for this one because I'm not entirely sure, or I'm not entirely sure how it would look to just have the entire canvas like this for an hour. Like, there are the shoulder blades. Now, need to make the rib cage a bit lower. Like, this will be there's the pelvis. Think maybe she should be like the head taller. Yeah. I need to make the pelvis just a bit wider. Here. Now it starts the like carving process almost. Like I just it's more so like what I've just like gotten used to. I want to branch out into draw more realistically. Simply because mainly because I feel like it's like there's a okay, here comes the draw. Okay, let's like here's okay, I'm just gonna here's basically the art. Here's the amazing art style graph. Like I'm like really cartoony without going full like terminal montage. I want to be a bit more over here, because I've heard like, as much as I love super cartoony things, I don't think they lend themselves well to more like just like a more goofier art style, in my opinion, and this is purely subjective, so feel free to disagree. I feel a more cartoony art style doesn't lend itself that well to very serious moments that I want to tell. Like, it has worked, but that I think you need to know what you're doing, and I don't when it comes to things like that. When it comes to things like that, so I am so. The back of the pelvis would be here, so I'm trying to think of how, like, I'm actually trying to draw like anatomically accurate. So I think it would be like this. I think this is a bit too short. Do you think I like just move a bit of that? So, gonna draw her silhouette first, then work on the fashion design. Because like, what if I find what? Yeah. Is what if I draw? Yeah, you like do silhouette first, then curve out the thighs just a bit more. And I need to draw boots. like shoes are hard. So these feel like her legs feel short. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to answer the question earlier. Her conceptual series is alleged to be a tuner chibi version. I don't see why there wouldn't, like, in the universe, I don't see why there wouldn't be, like I feel like this, come to think of it, the Zelda series is like probably Nintendo's most diverse when it comes to art style experimentation. Like it's done a lot. Like, see, there's they're like then the more realistic, like gritty stuff with like the Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, and the more and it's like I think it was the first, like I think Wind Waker was the first good look, like one of the first good looking toon shaded games. Okay, that neat. Like I'm not gonna do a full like thing at the time being. I'm not gonna do a full like redesigning the entire like doing parallels for like every single Zelda character in existence. Like, no, I'm just focusing on like without getting too much into this, because where this character will end up is like I want the reveal to be a surprise, is because it's very funny to me, but the way this character is going to, for the project I only need to have her designed basically for the at least for now. So yeah, arms go to about here. And you know what? I want to do. I want to give her a hip mounted sheath in the back, because I think they look cool. Probably is not ergonomically made for sitting down at all. But hey. Actually, I'm still gonna do the hip sheath, but like it'll be. Oh yeah, no, it should be on this side. There we go. There we go. And like just long line for sword. There, like. What? Janky sketch of hand. Where I'm having her differentiate from Link is the shield she has is a boomerang shield, so it's a really, instead of like it's a circular shield instead of this. It's like instead of this shape. Because boomerang shield is cool. I think I've drawn the legs a bit, like not the feet a bit too tall. So there. Now I need to just figure out how to draw just boots in general. Which you think would be easy for me with the amount of times I have drawn just like Penny as a character, but no, they're still hard. So, okay, the toe of the boot needs to be taller here. It's a bit of a platform. So yeah, that doesn't look too bad. If I can get like just nail. See, like the problem with me is I'm very like bad at drawing like flat angular things. Yeah, I'm just gonna manually pull this up and adjust it. So now I can just, I'm going in with a very small eraser now to just thin out some of the, like this chicken scratch here, so I can more clearly to figure out what I'm supposed to draw over in the line art phase. I was about to say, I think my brush is also pretty thick, but no, it's 8 pixels, or size 8, which might be 8 pixels. So let's see, that doesn't look too bad for a boot. Ugh. I was gonna see if like Link's had like bit of yeah, those look fine. That looks fine. I do think I might need to pull this over. It's just a tiny bit. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I should probably erase this and bring it. See, now it looks weird without that like separation line. Gonna try and see what happens if I extend this out just a tiny bit. There we gonna move this down. Like I'm that doesn't look half bad actually. I think it might be I think I did draw her legs up. Like I think they might be just a bit too thin. What? For the calves just a bit. I'm gonna go in and clean this up later, so it's just gonna move this and very lightly draw over that. No. Make this one thinner. Yeah. There's a lot of Smash Bros in here. There's a lot of Smash Bros and Mario Kart because I think I just threw the entire Mario Kart 8 Deluxe soundtrack into the playlist. Because I know it was I know with I'm pretty certain they're stream safe. Because like, and also they're just playing good, and they're just playing good music. So I have actually thought of and I did have an idea for a stream earlier today of doing a music composition of, like, I've had this idea in my head for a while of doing a like stream safe, if royalty free music library, but I don't know when. The only problem is time. Like, I'm gonna say this right now. All my, like, for any project, current and future projects I'm working on, all my music will be stream safe, meaning, and you could use it as background music in videos. Not only because it's like, it's great to get my music around, but also in order to get music in the YouTube content ID system, you have like, I use DistroKid to get my original music out in services because I have FFL Cloud and it comes with it. And DistroKid charges extra to put music in the YouTube content ID system. So I figure as long as it's on, like, if I put it on streaming services, I figure there's, like, I don't know, like, I can probably, like, I'm probably safe for, bottom line is, like, you could use my music when, like, people can use my music for background streams, like background songs. I think her head is a bit too big. Like, did I not call this? That's good. Did I say, like, I inevitably draw the head too big? At least this time, I didn't have to shrink it too much. Yeah. And now I'm going to just, like, do quick hand sketches, like hand blobs for that is too small. Looks, and now that proper proportions are so, like, weirdly complicated. There we go. Okay, no, her legs are definitely too short. So, yeah, like I didn't realize, like, it's, well, I modeled her, like, I actually modeled her to, like, the scale of a Phantump, but, like, Phantump are really, they're like a 1 foot, they're 1'4", right? Phantump Pokédex. Like, great internet. Yeah, they are 1'4", and it doesn't occur. It didn't really occur to me how short that actually was until I put her next to and poured her into a scene, and I'm like, oh wait, she's small. I thought she I legitimately thought she was like double the twice the size she actually was. Like that's kind of like. I think this arm is also too long. So now comes the fun process of just trying to figure out why my drawing looks terrible. I do think the legs are just a bit too are too thin. And this kneecap is weirdly placed. I don't know what's going on there. Going to smooth out the transition between thigh and calf because she's not, she doesn't have skin tight clothing on. There we go. Okay, I think the boots are too small. They're too small and too short. They need to be here. Oh yeah, that works way better. This bit needs to be bigger. Now I need to... So now I need to just actually do fashion design. So that actually no, before I do that, I'm gonna get her hair. Okay, that is a sound theory, but okay, so this is so I have a big problem with the Mario's Madness ending. Now that I've thought about it more and more. Okay, so this is the All-Stars. They say this we're so over here, this it's the my problem. I don't know how to visualize. Actually, wait, no. So okay, so All Stars is there's all this build up throughout the build up throughout the mod. So All Stars is here, and the win is over here. The ending of like I don't hate bad endings, but like when you have all this build up, getting All Stars just knocks it down here, especially when you are like especially when you're the player character, when you like when you're the player character, like that it just feels like you like, to me personally, it feels like we were all like it feels like we were cheated out of like the proper ending. And I know this isn't the case, but like, yeah, like it has a rushed feeling to it. But like it is my personal belief, like the more I learn as I learn about story writing, I'm writing my own projects, the more like what makes a good like a good and iconic story is like bad endings is like where, or especially in the Mario's Madness case, like it just came out of left field, and it's like it just feels like lazy, in my opinion. I'm not saying the mod is bad because whoever is writing it is like a terrible writer, blah 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 blah. I'm just saying it feels like it could like I'm not saying it like, and even like it doesn't even need to be removed, like, oh, I'm on a different layer. See, like, yeah, see, like that I think is like fine because it's actually justified and not an actually. Like what could have been cool is if they put in a good ending and like you legitimately have to play well to get it. Like there's a way to do a lot, like I think the feeling they were trying to do, I think what they were trying to do is like you have no hope of winning, but it's kind of I think it could have been communicated way better, other than the fact that that the Mario Bros 3 death jingle plays at the beginning of the song. So, and now like I don't know what I would have done to make it better. Like at my current skill level, I couldn't do. I'm pretty sure like I couldn't mod it into the game. Like I couldn't do what the team accomplished, but I can confidently say I probably would have figured out a better way to end the mod. You see, like that actually, that would like, see, I like that because not only does it like because that actually feels like a deserved win, and also that is in character. Like that feels like something you would find in the base FNF game. It's like I keep drawing her with like the emo with an emo hairstyle. So, I think this should be closer to the head. Yeah. Okay. Like she has a ponytail. I just don't know how to like show that. With actually, yeah, I could drape it over her shoulder. So this is where. There, that looks. See. Why is hair so hard to draw? So maybe if I do this, so that's one. So like I want to just do a. Oh. Like. I don't know how to communicate what I want to do. It's like hair isn't hard to draw. It's just hard to get, like, hard to style right. Okay, I want to get this sketch done before I stop streaming. The only problem is, of course I say that as I'm like just trust the process, trust the process. Like if any one of you want like some free. Yeah, like I found a hack, like the one hair hack I found, and it's not even a hack. It's just like it's me coping with the fact that it's the only hair I can draw. But if I just like slightly base it off of Penny's hair, or I can go if I just slightly base the hairstyle off of Penny's, I can sort of kind of work it, make it work, because just the overall silhouette of her hair is I think covers a lot of different styles in 90%. Okay, that needs to be the tail needs to be bigger. Droop down over here. Ooh, character detail time. I'm like, I don't have like, I was like I'm thinking like, oh, I could do just like like for this example, it looks like a marshmallow, but I could do like it's what keeps her, like she has a hair tie back here and a clip here. Ooh, I like this hourglass shape one here, and on it, and it could be like the it could be like this game's version of the Triforce or the Deltarune in Undertale, like just family crests, like the hyper important religious family crest. Katniss, it kind of does, and like, if it fits if Katniss did like. If Katniss did swords instead of bows, and to further differentiate her from Link, she doesn't have a bow and arrow for range attacks. Instead, her shield is a boomerang, which I am like comfortable using without worry of me getting accused of ripping off one thing or another, because like initially it was like, oh, Captain America, like that's Captain America's thing, and then Doom the Dark Ages did it, and I'm like, okay, multiple things have done it, that means it's not a trait, it's not a like idea that only one person used. plus the concept of a concept of Mjolnir as a shield is really cool to me. And her sword, it can like fractal. Yeah. Okay. And like for me with cliches, I actually don't have a problem with them if you put in the work to do them well. Like everyone's like, I think every adventure franchise has done prophecy with Chosen One, but when you hear Chosen One, you think like, at least I do, I think of Star Wars because they did it so well. If not, or like, I think they at least popularized it. Like another example of a Chosen One would be King Arthur, but I like, or like how Tolkien pretty much. Like, Lord of the Rings feels very cliche and trope laden, purely, but like it's not. It just like Tolkien just invented the tropes. You know what's something I just had an idea for Melda. Or like the whole franchise she's from. So if I'm gonna pull, okay, so we'll just like go to reference over to where's my select layer. So we go. So if you've played Skyward Sword, you'll know that like Fee is the Master Sword, like batteries in your Wii remote are too low. But I don't know if there's a lore reason why they don't do much with her at all. But what if we take the concept of like just a guide in sword and just crank that up to 11 and just mentor. Oh wait, I just got night. Her mentors are her sword and shield. Sword. Of course, like now that I said so. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I'm sorry if that just sounds like I don't care, or I'm one of those weird people who simultaneously don't like. I don't know how to respond, but I feel rude if I don't. So it. So yeah, I do. I do think it's cool that you are uploading again, because like if anything, like even if you like this doesn't turn like even if it doesn't turn out to be, even if you're like going to like feel like you're are called to do something else in life, it's nice to have just a it's nice to have just a channel, in my opinion. Just like I actually like, this is one of the few things I took from like my time at college, is it's just nice to have a non-work related, like a non-job related spot on the internet to just post your fun little things. He's like that's actually like of course that's actually kind of why I'm still doing this whole YouTube channel thing, because even though it's like it is not commercially viable, like commercially viable with the yeah. I know that. Like I was saying, like why I'm still doing the YouTube thing is, and like why I switched away from doing Pokemix and stuff up to more animation heavy, and why is just because this is my corner of the internet. I do what I want. And also for the like if something I recommend doing if your project files are getting too big is splitting the song up into different with Triple Trouble, like each time it switches to a different character, that's its own sub project file. So, because like that it's just like music stuff is like, for some reason where music stuff is so incredibly processed, is like so incredibly computer heavy, like like earlier this year I picked up a humble bundle, for which included 2 pianos from IK Multimedia. It included 2 pianos from this library, this piano plugin, and they're one of the best virtual pianos I have used. The problem is they are so sample heavy, I cannot use them in projects, or else FL Studio crashes. So yeah. I am a unique position where I need to upgrade my computer I need to get a better CPU so I can use a heavy piano plugin. So I'm gonna put the shield sketch behind. Circle. I think that's lopsided. Actually, no, it's not lopsided. It's just not in perspective. Okay, do that. Then free transform. Move this like that. And there. And now I'm going to like actually like see what because like if I was like really lazy, I would just copy Link's outfit and call it a day. But I'm not. I will like. Let's. Try something going on. That's so I'm trying to think what like armor like armor plate here. Wait, you know what? Mitch. What I might do is pull inspiration from, like, let's see if I can pull in inspiration from the Varia suit from Metroid. Paste that in the. Because like this looks like to me this looks like lightweight armor. I don't know why. Like it's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Like I do like the segmented limbs. To make her arms thicker. What I could do is give her absolutely egregious 80s shoulder, like just. I did that as a joke, but that actually looks good. So screw it. Shoulder pads. And they're segmented so she can actually move her arms up. I'm trying to balance like realistically functioning armor with looking cool. Fantasy armor. Yeah, like there's not a lot that is. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? This is from Mario Kart 8. I thought this was from like Toy Story 2 or something. Like, what is... So... I could be... It could be very funny and do the Guilty Gear thing of giving her more useless belts because they look cool. Actually, wait, no, that would be a very like 90s thing. Yeah, I'm doing... Yeah. So, like, I actually, like, if you watched my Raise Up Your Bat remix, I did give Chris, like if you ever see like custom art from me of the Deltarune cast, it is my interpretation of the characters. Like, not so much in AU, but more so if Toby Fox like hired me to make the characters. Or so like that. And what I did, hold on, I might be able to pull this up. If I can lighten, if I can spell PNG. Yeah. See, like, I gave Chris random belts. To me. Yes. See, like, and also something like the video has no comments on it, but yeah, it's a stylized take and gave Chris a blue. I forgot, like, well, I didn't draw bangs here. And here's an Easter egg no one besides me notices. I put the song in C sharp minor or C minor, whatever. So I have Chris playing the root chord of the song on the guitar, which is really funny because I didn't draw frets or I didn't draw any frets on the guitar or draw strings. Yeah. Oh, and also, I wanted to say this, but I didn't. Her sword can separate out and work like a grappling hook. So like similar to Byleth from Smash Ultimate. Like I don't know how Byleth plays in Three Houses, or like if the sword actually works that way. I'm assuming it does. But like, and like the grappling hooks, like this is just a temporary thing. I wanted to like just do a dedicated design session for the sword. Though I do think the handle is a bit too thin. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna just, the music's a bit loud. The balancing is all over the place on this playlist. What I'm gonna do is just clean up the sketch further and probably call it for the day. Because I've been streaming for quite a while. So that was, like, here's a perfect example of why I wanted to do, like, brought up the whole, the style, like, cartoony eye things earlier. Like, because I, like, Yeah. Basically my own, like that. Exactly like that. Okay, so there's the slight problem with erasing. But I do want to eventually like the most I'm doing is is like tweaking the characters' personalities a bit, like filling in gaps, like filling like, or just like in, because is the problem with doing alternate takes on Deltarune is the game isn't finished yet. We don't know the full story, so like here, like a lot, like say here's something that's not gonna happen. Like say a fan theory happens that, I don't know, this is like Temmie's the key to it all. And like that gets really popular, but like that becomes like, let's say Temmie is like the originator of everything in Deltarune. Like say that becomes a popular theory after chapter 5 comes out, but like so popular that it's like people are convinced that that's what's going to happen. But then the full game comes out and Temmie is not the key to everything, and people are upset. So I'm refraining on doing any like major like story beats until on said take until the actual game fully comes out, because who knows, I might tweak a character to be completely out of character, because like I still want the characters to be themselves, just how I would do it, if that makes sense. But like I actually like, for example, one design tweak that I haven't done my take on, like I haven't done a design sesh for the retakes yet, but something I'm confident doing is giving all the dreamers and Ralsei, giving them actual, like, since they're supposed to be based off of like goats, I've always found it so weird that they're not drawn with hooves. It's like am I weird for that? Like I don't know. So going to need to shrink the eraser. I drew this sketch in like less than a minute. Why is it actually like a really good drawing of a hand? And that does not look so good, but that's fine. Okay, erase these hip lines. Oh wait, I found out, I've come up with a justification for the 2 belts beyond just fantasy trope. They're tool belts. they're two. One is the how does see I'm fine with like realistic justifications for things if they are cooler than the thing without the justification. Like for example, this, like if it like how does a video game character carry all that stuff around? Like, oh, they just have like oh, like she has like tool belts, tool belts with a, and of course the size is slightly exaggerated for game design, for game purposes. And yeah, I will give her the back sheath. One of the worst things to draw for me are things behind other things. Like I've only recently started doing just layering my sketches, and that has helped a lot. With just figuring out the order of things. The pose is not like, I'm just realizing how static the pose is, but for a rough design, especially one for personal, like for a personal project that's not like meant to be like design reviewed, like for just getting the basic design out, like that's fine. And I think that's where I'm going to call it today. Like, so I do hope to get the streams back to a normal. I am starting up like weekly streams again, hopefully at a consistent time. But yeah, so until I see you, until the next time, the It's TV Time remix will be uploaded like either tomorrow or Saturday, depending on how fast I can edit. But it will be up by Saturday, so look forward to that, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye. You can see my hand.